She left the man who loved her the most for the man who loved her the least, and life made her pay instantly.
Emily always believed she deserved more. More attention, more excitement, more passion. And in her eyes, her husband Daniel gave her none of that. Daniel was the quiet type, soft-spoken, steady, loyal, the kind of man who checked the locks twice before bed and warmed her car every winter morning. But he wasn't thrilling. He wasn't charming. And worst of all, he worked long hours as a mechanic to keep their small home afloat. Emily convinced herself he didn't love her enough. The truth? She didn't understand what real love looked like. Everything changed when she met Adrian. Adrian was bold, confident, charming. He said all the right things and made her feel seen. She mistook attention for affection and validation for love. Adrian whispered in her ear, "You deserve excitement. You deserve a man who chooses you first." Those words poisoned her heart. And one night, after another argument about finances, Emily told Daniel she wanted a divorce. Daniel froze, heartbreak filling his eyes instantly. He didn't yell. He didn't argue. He simply asked, "Is there someone else?" Emily couldn't even answer. Her silence was enough. Daniel signed the papers without a fight. He packed a single suitcase, gave her one last look, and said, "I hope he gives you what I tried to." And he walked out of the home he built with his own hands. The first few weeks with Adrian were intoxicating. Dinners, rooftop dates, long drives, he was everything Daniel wasn't. Or so she thought. Slowly, cracks began to show. Adrian hated responsibility. He spent money like water. He flirted with other women openly and laughed when she got jealous. "You left your husband because you were bored, right? Don't get boring with me too." Emily brushed it off, believing love needed patience. Then came the night she finally understood the mistake she had made. Emily arrived at Adrian's apartment early to surprise him. The door was cracked open. She stepped inside and froze. Adrian was on the couch with another woman, smiling the same smile he once used on her. When he noticed Emily, he didn't look guilty. He didn't even stand up. He simply shrugged. "What did you expect? You left a loyal guy for excitement. That should have told you something about yourself." His words crushed her soul. Emily walked out trembling. And for the first time, she saw Daniel's face in her mind. His tired eyes. His shaking hands when he signed the divorce papers. The way he still wished her well, even though she broke him. She didn't just lose a husband. She lost the one person who truly loved her. Weeks later, Emily gathered courage to visit Daniel's old workplace. But he wasn't there. The owner told her. He moved to another city. Got a better job. Said he needed a fresh start. Emily's chest tightened. Her voice cracked as she asked quietly, "Did he ever talk about me?" The owner nodded sadly. "Every day. Right until the divorce. After that, he stopped saying your name. Said it was time to heal." Emily cried the whole way home. She wanted to apologize. She wanted him back. She wanted one more chance. But Daniel had learned something she hadn't. Sometimes walking away is the only way to survive heartbreak. Months later, Emily discovered through a mutual friend that Daniel had met someone new. A kind woman. Soft-spoken. Gentle. Exactly the type of person Daniel deserved. Emily sat alone in her apartment, the one she shared with Adrian for only 3 months before he left her too. She opened her old wedding album and whispered, "I divorced the wrong man, and now it's too late." A single message blinked on her phone from Daniel after she tried reaching out. "I hope you find the happiness you were looking for. But please, let me move on." That night, Emily finally understood the brutal truth. She traded loyalty for excitement. love for attention, and a good man for a temporary thrill. And she lost everything.